Hello everyone, back once again. Here we go. We're on the road to SummerSlam, guys. I believe we're up to chapter 3 now. So, we're coming out of the Great American Bash. We haven't showcased all the talent that I want to showcase. Where we've got this huge roster and we only got 3 matches per night, and there's only so much talent that I can showcase each week. But we're going to do our best. We're going to show Vince McMahon that we are definitely in need of a 2-hour show, and that we want him to go negotiate with Sci-Fi so we can get our 2-hour show and expand this project. Alright, so we're in week 7 now. I'm going to stop announcing each week so that we're in here. So, it's the 25th of July. We've just come out of Great American Bash. Obviously, we start the show with highlights from what is bound to be a balls to the wall, awesome match. Matt Hardy vs. Shelton Benjamin, TLC for the ECW title. So things probably got out of control with that match. But we're going to come into this, and 7th week, it's Balls Mahoney versus Just Incredible. And this is bound to be Extreme Rules because we got the chair smashing freak versus Just Incredible. So I imagine that this is pretty much gets out of hand. And as I said, Justin wasn't going to be sticking around much longer, so unfortunately Balls goes over. Well, not unfortunately, because I like Balls. Then we come into this. London and Kendrick, they go to Paul and say, "Hey, we've had some awesome matches here on ECW. We want to take on a great tag team, and we run into a couple of guys backstage, and we're gonna give them a shot. We're not gonna give it away, but so essentially, it's focusing in on Paul Heyman and the 2 guys, and we don't see who they're taking on. And he goes, "Wow," and Paul goes, "Well, you're gonna be taking on those guys." Those former ECW Tag Team Champions. So what? Who could they be? I mean, we don't know, but well, yeah. And then we come back from the break, and London and Kendrick come to the ring, and out comes RoadKill and Doring. So yeah, it's an awesome match. And London and Kendrick win in this very hard-fought it's hard-fought match. It gets out of control. They do a lot of things, but not to the point of using weapons. But just this is seen as one of the. Could be a contender for match of the year candidate, sort of thing. All right, so Shelton teams up with Matt Striker and Venis to take on CM Punk, Matt Hardy, and Sabu. Whoa, that's a good thing. But I'd have CM Punk go over. He makes Matt Striker tag out to the Anaconda Vice. Alright. We come back from the 8th week. It's CM Punk versus CW Anderson. I want to keep that undefeated streak of CM Punk's going. So we have CM Punk go over here. Then it's Matt Striker and Elijah Burke teaming up to take on the full-blooded Italians with Trinity. And the FBI go over, they win. Alright, and then we go to our main... wait. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I was wondering why I only had 2 matches there, but I realized I got 2 there. Alright, it's announced here that the main event is going to be Tommy Dreamer versus Venis. And it is announced earlier in the night, if Dreamer can win here, he gets a shot at the ECW title the following week. Well, so Shelton comes out to the ring. He's going to be guest commentating during this, so we can kind of see what's going to happen here. Shelton's there. He's like, "What the heck? Why should I have to? I've just come out of this TLC match 2 weeks ago with Matt Hardy, and then I had to face Matt again in a 6-man tag. What the heck is going on here? I don't know what Paul Heyman's doing. He's totally against me being the ECW champion. Maybe because I'm not an ECW original, sort of thing. He's saying all this while this is going on. And then he's like, this is a conspiracy against me being ECW champion. Okay, so Val Venis wins, but here it's interference by Shelton that costs him the match. And I'm not sure what... I think I'm going to have this be like... I think... No, I don't think it was yet time for Hardcore to make his comeback, but... If it was, we'll say that Hardcore Holly, like, Shelton had the ref distracted, Hardcore Holly came in, Alabama slammed him, sort of thing. But after the interference by Shelton, Paul comes out and says, hey, he's just got off the phone with a man who has a score to settle with Shelton, and then RVD's music hits. So, we got the return of RVD the following week. So even though Dreamer lost, Shelton's still got to defend the ECW title against Rob Van Dam. So week 9, here we go. This is August the 8th. So here we go. It's Elijah Burke, Matt Striker, and Mike Knox versus Steven Richards and the Full-Blooded Italians. And guess what? Steven Richards takes the pin off of Elijah Burke. Yeah, Elijah Burke. Let's make it Elijah, because I like Elijah. And then we come out of that match. It's announced that there is a rematch from the last ECW pay-per-view. Guilty as charged. It's C.W. Anderson versus Tommy Dreamer. They go, so before the break, they go into a little bit of a history of this match, saying that it was it was on the last pay-per-view. It was a great match. It was I Quit rules. It was probably one of the best I Quit matches since the Rock. Say the Rock and Mankind, because, well, we can't say it was one of those, but say it's one of the best I Quit matches there ever was, sort of thing. And it's CW's got a score to settle. So it's CW Anderson versus Tommy Dreamer. CW goes over because Tommy doesn't mind doing jobs, so it's alright. Then we come out Shelton versus Rob Van Dam. So it's an ECW title match. It's hard fought, but unfortunately, due to circumstances being what they were and why RVD was put on sabbatical, we can't just have him come back and win the belt. But Shelton goes over. He uses dirty tactics, like really dirty tactics, to win this match, and he goes over. But this is just this match. There is gonna be a redemption. Maybe not in this program, but there is gonna be a redemption for RVD. All right. August 15th, Sandman, Rob Van Dam, and Sabu open the show up against Elijah Burke, Matt Striker, and Val Venis with Kelly Kelly. So, I would have Sabu pin Val here, because I want those guys to go over, and I've got plans for Sabu down the line anyway. And those guys are going to make their comeback. Then it's CM Punk versus Mike Knox. This is a hard-fought match. This is announced as probably CM Punk's biggest challenge to date, but he manages to squeak out a victory over Mike Knox. But there you can see that this was a hard-fought victory for CM Punk. I mean, that's, in the words of Kevin Nash, size matters. Alright, then it's ECW #1 contenders match at SummerSlam. Tommy Dreamer versus Matt Hardy. Now, basically, the way this match would come about is this night, or it would be it would be this night. Tommy Dreamer goes to Paul and says, "Hey, I think I should be #1 contender." And Paul says, "Well, you've just lost against two guys. I mean, he says, "I tell you what, if I can't beat Matt Hardy, that'll be it for me. I will never ask for another ECW title match as long as Shelton Benjamin's champion." Because, well, if it's as... Because ideally, wouldn't probably want to fire him, so... you got to put at least a bit of hope in there. So, I'd say, look... And Paul would say, "Okay, I tell you what. But if Matt wins, he gets another shot at the title. In whatever circumstances he wants." And Shelton hears of this and he's like, "Stuff this." And Paul stops him and he says, "Look, I'm not having what happened last time. You are going to go backstage, you're going to watch from a monitor. If you really want to stick around here and watch, you can watch from a monitor in the back." And he says, "Look, no interference in this match." So, it's Dreamer versus Matt Hardy. Straight up, really good match. And Tommy manages to get a win, and I imagine the crowd would go wild. I mean, immediately it's over Matt, and Matt still stands there for a minute. He's disappointed that he lost, but he ends up shaking Tommy's Dreamer's hand, and you can see him say, "Good luck." Paul then comes out and says, "Hey, whoa. Dreamer, you won, but I'm going to give you a little hand here. I'm going to make this match at SummerSlam Extreme Rules." The crowd goes apeshit. And so we go to SummerSlam. It's August 20th, SummerSlam Extreme Rules, Tommy Dreamer versus Shelton Benjamin. Shelton wins, but it is clear that he just scraped by with this victory. He got so lucky. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to cut it off there because otherwise I'm going to run over time. Sorry guys, due to this copyright strike. Otherwise I would go even longer into this, but I like to keep these videos short and sweet. But we'll be back. I'll come back in another couple of days with some more. See ya.